Hello everyone, it's your boy Prof Rai, and tonight people, I am back with another topic, another creative epic content people. Now this topic is a wonderful topic, and this topic makes sense. When everyone listens to this, they're gonna say, shit, I'm sure I know a neighbour that tried to mess me up, man. I swear I know a neighbour that done this to me, man. I swear I know a neighbour that has taken the piss out of me, man. You're trying to bully me, man. You get me? With that being said, people, you lot can see what this topic is called already. God said everyone should love thy neighbour. But out here, everyone is doing witchcraft on thy neighbour. Now, people, listen, I've got some stories to tell. If I tell you some stories, people, going back to my childhood days, I went through a lot of people. Now, I've experienced certain things happen to my body and that as a kid that when I look at now, I think, fuck, this could have been avoided. It could have been avoided, people. But because my mum was so heavy into witchcraft, people, and she likes troubling people, and she can't really defend herself like that. Well, she's a bit serious still in the realms. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now she is, but I can see people in the realms. My mum was getting into spiritual warfare with other neighbours. You can't make this shit up, people. Getting into spiritual warfare. I was living in Corford, I was living in Camberwell. We used to call it C Block. You get me? I was living on the block, people. That's where I was born and raised. Now listen to this. People, in my younger days when I was around 7, 8, my 2 foots got swollen. And they got really, really swollen to where I couldn't go outside like that. When I went outside, I have to go and sit down in front of my yard. And imagine that I'm watching all the man them play football and that. Imagine I'm watching all the man them that play football, the football pitch from my house. And I can't even go out there. I can't even walk properly. I can't even run. People, you should have stayed on my foot. People, both of my foot was swollen and I had big black lumps around both of my foot. If I'm lying, I'm dying, people. Plus, there's medical history, anyways. You get me? Cause I was even in hospital for like 3 days. They said I can't come out. They said they're treating it as a blood clot, people. You get me? So imagine that, people. That's what I'm going through, And I went through about 3 months of that. And not only that, people, I'm dosed up on all of these tablets that they're giving me now. When you're young, you're not really looking at it as a situation where, you know what, this shit can kill me, a man's gonna die or a man's gonna pass away. What's gonna happen to my legs? Are they gonna cut my legs off, anything? You just know that you're young, you're going through pain. Like, this is not normal. Like, you're looking at your friends running around and having fun, and then you're looking at yourself with both legs swollen and all of these black big lumps all over both foot, and you can't even walk properly. A lot of the time you have to you have to piss while you're sleeping, fam. In a bucket, of course. Man can't go to the toilet. Man's gonna have to use the bucket. You get me? And if no man's shitting, man's gonna have to walk slowly to the toilet in pain. Cause you might get one of them doo-doo there where you're in pain, you gotta go to the toilet quick. You get me? So imagine that, people. I was in hospital, people. And like I said, if it wasn't for God, people, I'm telling you, I think probably both of my legs would be amputated. I swear to God. I swear to God, people, no joke. He feels it, knows it. If it wasn't for God, people, I wouldn't be able to walk on my legs and maneuver. You see a lot of people out there, people in wheelchairs and stuff like that. A lot of kids in that in wheelchairs from a young age and that, fam. You'd be surprised to know that a lot of them, they can get up and walk still. That's something I might show everyone down the line. You get me? But that's spiritual shit that's been done to them, fam. You get me? I can pull the demons of them ankles still. So with that being said, man, like, what's his name again? Raging King. Hey, Raging King better find my details and shout me. Cause let me tell you something. LA Lewis and RT Boss and them people there, they can't even work on magic. They can't help him. You get me? So with that being said, people, I'm just saying chilling now, 'cause I'm doing videos about AIDS and HIV topic, and I received a blow. So when I went to go and look in the spiritual realms now, and I can see that as a neighbour. Now I've only moved here for two. I've only been here for about 2 to 3 months. I moved from Brixton to another side in the Bricky, cuz, yeah, you get me. And when I check it out, people, I'm nice and I'm cool with everyone. When I see everyone, there's a smiling here and there, and you know what I mean. I'm not really into people like that, so I keep myself to myself. and also I'm living in a shared accommodation, and everyone in there is cool. Everyone seems cool, anyways. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, yeah. With that being said, my last accommodation where I was at, yeah, that was a shared accommodation, and I was in there with about 5 people, fam. Now, when I got in there, it was funny still. I get along with everyone. I always get along with everyone. You get me? But the jealousy and the bad manism could have everyone in a spiritual war in that one house. And this is what I keep telling people, and I say it. As much as I live in a shared accommodation is dangerous because you never know who you'll meet in there, people. You're going to end up getting into some spiritual warfare for no reason. You get me? And it'll be simplest things. I've seen a man say that he stole potatoes. Hey, I've seen a man complain, said a man stole potatoes, drunk in the house. Drunk in the house. Police even come. Call police, said that someone pick up knife in the house, arguing over potatoes. When the 2 police come, everyone's in there having a laugh and saying that, yeah, my man's drunk. But my man wasn't having it. That led to my man doing some rascal spiritual warfare with my man, and he didn't even know it. All now he doesn't even know that one blow lick his head. All it does, and you know what's so funny? Me and him talk all the time, you know, and I'm telling him to get on his journey, taking my thing for a joke thing. So I didn't even tell him. Because it's not my business. It's not my business, fam. I'm not being wicked or evil, but if I'm telling you, listen, you need to jump on my thing so I can help you out. You get me? And you're moving like you know it all. I'm just gonna leave it to God. All the time Ziggy, I'm saying his name as well, Ziggy. I mentioned his name as well. Every time Ziggy's like, oh, I'm just gonna leave it to God. Just leave it to God. You get me? You got bad people trying to lick him down, but he's just gonna leave it to God, and God is trying to tell him to get on his journey. You get me? So after that argument there with Paul and Ziggy in the house, people, looking into the rooms, I'm seeing that Paul laced him. And let me tell you something. Paul's the type of man. Paul don't ramp when he's on his crack and he's been drinking beers and that. He'll just be in his room watching TV because he's a bit deaf and he's got the TV on like 60, fam. And out of nowhere, he just say, ah. A lot of the time you think my man's in his room drunk watching TV, you don't know my man's chanting, fam. And he's rising against his neighbour. You get me? Or his housemate. It's just his housemate because it's a shared accommodation that I was in. You get me? But can you imagine now, people, like I'm saying, with that scenario there that I just told you, look, when I'm telling you when I was in Cambo, people, and my leg them was like that, just to look in the rooms and see it was Samuel Davis' dad that was living on the 4th floor. People, when I look into the rooms and I see stuff like that, and I realise every time I see Samuel Davis' dad, I always show that man respect. But I could see that the problem was something between him and my mum. I don't know what went on. I don't know what type of money he gave her, and I don't know what was going on. I'm all thinking my mum was selling front because no disrespect to her mum, but listen, I'm all thinking if she was selling front and she promised him something or what. I'm gonna have to look into the realms because I didn't check that out. But if I'm gonna look into the realms and see what my mum's been up to, because what I've seen my mum been up to in her young days, people, you'll be shocked, fam. It's shocking to look in the realms and see what your mum's been up to. You're going around telling everyone that your mum's a good Christian woman and your mum's holy and she's wicked, she's strong with prayer and all of these things. You go in there, you see bare red flag on your mum's name, you're thinking, shit, she let me down. She let me down, but that's mumsy though. Still have to love her from a distance. You get me? You get me? But like I said, whatever they had got going on, people, yeah, that affected me because it looked like my mum's out there doing fuckery, and he came and he sprinkled some shit outside of the front door. And my mum knows that what's going on, and that's why. And it's funny because I grew up and I saw my mum every 2 days, or every day. People, I swear to God, every 2 days or every day, my mum's got mop bucket bleach, and broom. Wash the doorway, and I promise you, before she even put her foot out there, she literally washes the doorway with the bleach where she's gonna step, and then she starts washing the whole doorway. So you're telling me that my mum's been going through all of these things and knows about all of these things and didn't guide me and told me that I need to be careful and do the same thing. People, you tell me that's a good parent. Now you understand and see how the story is connected from what's been going on, from me stepping on what's been put at the doorway. That was set for her. So what was set for my mum, I took the hit. I'm seeing it in the realms. What was set for my mum, I took the hit, people. And that's what damaged my legs. That's what damaged my legs. And then imagine I'm going into hospital and I nearly lost my life because my mum's out there having spiritual warfare with the neighbours. What type of nonsense is that? Now I understand when God says love thy neighbour. Neighbours are meant to be loving each other. You should be able to go knock on the neighbour's soul. I know they ain't doing witchcraft in there, and you can use it. Sorry, people, I just got a message. But yeah, you get me? Like I said, like you should be able to go to a neighbour's house. Then that the neighbour's loving and caring, and they got food in the pot, and you can eat it without knowing that it's been contaminated with either bad prayer or spells in it and all of these type of stuff. But no, it gets worse, people. It gets worse. What can make a neighbour turn on you? Jealousy, envy, bad mind, greed, glutton. 7 deadly sins, people. It's always going to come back down to the 7 deadly sins. So we're going to start with we're never going to start with all of them. We're just going to use jealousy, for example. Now, when I look back into the realms, and I'll keep bringing up Campbell, because that's where I used to live, people's having a lot of spiritual problems with their car, and they didn't even know it was a spiritual problem. So every moment now, I'm seeing one of my neighbours that live 4 doors down. I forgot the lady's name. Fam. Oh, what is her name again? But I know her man. She used to have a brown man and he was a bit chunky and his name was called Adrian. And Adrian was a cool man. He was a cool man still. Adrian was a cool man. He used to stop at outside my mum's house. Outside my mum's house all the time before he goes home and stop drinking Guinness with my stepdad and stuff like that. And chill and even bun weed. They'll bun weed together and outside the front door. And that's it, Sandra. Adrian and Sandra, that's the lady's name. If they watch this video down the line, they're going to thank me for snitching still because I got some vital information in this video. So people, you wouldn't believe to know it. Now, a lot of the time, neighbours are so funny because when neighbours are walking past, my mum will be there, watch her now. She don't like me, no. I don't know why she don't like me. That time there, I can see that Sandra knows that my mum's got evil traits. You get me? I can see that Sandra can see that my mum has evil traits. So they never got along. They tried to do the friend thing, and Sandra must have realised that my mum is demonic. Even though they're both kind of demonic still. They're both witches. But I'm seeing Adrian, all these cars always having problems, people. Something's always happening to the car. And you wouldn't believe to know, people, I'm looking into the realms. People, and I'm seeing that as my stepdad. Oh my God. You can't, hey, people, listen, you can't make this shit up. You can't. No, listen, it's not only my stepdad trying to lick me down, you know. Whatever. No, every time I go to the house and I'm there chilling, yeah, I'm having a little drink and a little smoke and I'm chilling and that, yeah. Now I can see why my stepdad, when I'm looking at him, sometimes he finds it hard to look at me, you know, because even right now I'm just looking back into the realms people and I'm just seeing my stepdad's doing bare wicked things to people's vehicles out there, you know, spiritually, you know. Hey, you have to be careful because, like I said, the same thing the other day, I went to go and trouble my brother at Tesco. No, I went to go and link him, at Tesco in Surrey Keys. And was having a chat out there. And guess what? As we was having a chat out there, we was smoking a cigarette. It was his uncle that came around the corner. So when his uncle came around the corner, and I was there chatting for about 10, 15 minutes, you get me? And it was a funny conversation still, you know? And my uncle, no, uncle, what was it, Uncle Glenn? Rough. Yeah. So Ruff was there and he was talking, people, and they're talking about some. My brother must have said, Ryan a Christian, and he looked at me and he said, Christian, the boy ain't no Christian, man. The boy a man of God. Different thing to Christian. And when he said that, I said, you're right. I said, what a smart man he is. You get me? 'Cause my brother was always trying to joke out the thing and trying to make you look like man's one of the lames them. You get me? You don't see Christianity things water down right now. Yeah? So anyways, people, I was there chilling, and he said he had to deal with one pussy wall the other day. And as soon as I heard that, me already, I'm getting ready to take notes. Whatever you say will be used as evidence, man. I'm getting ready to take notes, because if I heard me for deal with a pussy the other day and it's coming out of a black man, you already know what time it is. My man's getting active with the obia, cause so hey, what now, people? I'm there listening to him, and he's there. The other day some man cut him up and he caused an argument and that. You get me? I don't know if it was one of his neighbour or what, but he said it happened out there. He was telling the story still. And he said, yeah, Ahmed did one do I get him license plate. Now let me tell you something, people. When you hear a man say all he had to do was just get his license plate, you best believe he ain't talking about contacting DVLA. He ain't doing no insurance and or no HP checker to see if the vehicle's a Cat D or Cat C. He's gonna turn that vehicle to a Cat C and a Cat D and a Cat E. That's what he meant. That's what he meant, people. You get me? So I'm telling you, it's a serious thing, fam. It's a serious thing. So imagine this now. When he said that, I just started laughing. My brother looked at me thinking, yeah, Ruff is talking evil out here, fam. You get me? It just shows you, people, that people are out here for little less than nothing, little misunderstanding and an argument. Man's willing to crash my man off down the road, fam, and leave him there. And set that in the realms. You get me? So, like I said, little things that people, but when I look back now, people, a lot of spiritual warfare is happening in these neighborhoods, fam. You come out, you say, hello, Miss Parker. That same evening there, Miss Parker can lick you down. Let me give you one more scenario before I end this video and call it a day. One time, I had a Nigerian bae, and she wasn't my woman still, but every minute me and Angela's kissing up and hugging up and going on with things around corner, them, flipping out. Shout out to Angela still. Damn. But anyways, people, we have to stay focused. So one day now, Angela's all chilling with us on the block, and Angela's stepdad is walking past, and he's got a couple shopping bags and that. So when you see that Angela's chilling on the block and we're here like a good 20 man, and there's a couple girls there as well, winter time, it looked like it was fireworks season. And you know me, I'm the class clown of the block as well. So I'll be out there just running jokes like there's no tomorrow, making everyone laugh. It's just in me, innit? And then by the time you know it, people, Angela's stepdad was walking past. And one time he must have caught her, and he said, "Angela, is that you? Is that you, Angela? Angela, is that you?" And then she started hiding, and everyone just started laughing from. Then he walked off. And ever since that day, people, the class clown as I am, not knowing that when you mess with people like that, they give you spiritual warfare. Even if you're a kid, listen, these adults don't have no mercy. I was only a kid, and the man upped me, I'm baiting him out. It's Angela's stepdad. Anyone that know Angela from the block, her stepdad up me because she up me. You get me? But anyways, people, like I'm saying, so every time this man was walking past and I'm chilling in the crowd and that, I'm always like, Angela, is that you? Angela, is that you? And one day he got pissed off. He got pissed off, people. And this is when I realized that this man's not joking. I'm gonna stop saying it still. I thought one day he was gonna come on a fighting thing. But people, this man don't fight. But you see in the quantum realms and the spiritual realms, this man's doing the Jackie Chan kick, punch, everything, fam. So listen to this. One day I said, Angela, is that you? And then he turned around. People, there was like a good 10 of us there. How does he know it was me? He looked at me and his demons is telling him. His demon is telling him that it's me. People, every time I'm saying it, he never sees me. He never sees me, but he eye picked me out. He eye picked me out. You get me? And he knew it was me. And no one told him. He doesn't know it was me. And he looked at me. He said, "Don't play with me." He said, "I will fuck you up." He said, "I will fuck you up." That's my neighbor, you know. He said, "I will fuck you up." I'm just an innocent kid. I come out, I play football, and I make jokes on the block. You get me? I didn't mean no harm. But people looking into the realms right now, guess what? The man was true to his words. The man set bare up on me, people. You get me? And that kind of that kind of hold me down. I was meant to come out to nothing, and he messed up my legs. I don't know some of these people. They love messing up people's legs, fam. That's why you have to be careful. Like, the darkness will love to take your legs. When they take your legs, that's it. You get me? But like I said, people, man, we have to know what's going on out here, because, like I said, shared accommodation, estates, no matter where you live, we are living around people that are in occults. People like to do witchcraft. People are in occults and serving false gods and them type of things there. When you're living with these type of people, it can be dangerous. It can turn to a sticky, different type of spiritual warfare. And a lot of the time you see that someone don't end up waking up in the house, and everyone comes out of the room and everyone's like, it's a natural course of death. It's natural cause of death. And that's how it would be. I like to make sure that me and everyone in the house is good and everyone's on the same page, because it can get dangerous. You get me? Yeah, man. So stay away from witchcraft, people, and love your neighbours. Treat your neighbours good. Make sure it's nothing but love, care, and joy. And teach your neighbours to become loving people. Tell them to put the weapons down. No need for the witchcraft, people. In these times, we should be living good as neighbours. You get me? And I'm going to leave this video here. I'm out.